So most of the time I was on the roll, man. Beating Dillian White, beating the so-called indestructible chin of Marius Walk. That Balogun guy just got that guy out of there. So who's next for Moses Itauma, man? That's what I want to know because Frank Warren is strategic. He got Daniel Dubois lost to Joe Joyce. Somehow he maneuvered Daniel Dubois all the way through to undisputed title fight against Alexander Usyk. When people thought Daniel Dubois is probably not going to have a route there straight away, people thought there's going to be Joe Joyce. Where's Joe Joyce? And look where Daniel Dubois goes. See, Frank Warren's playing the chess pieces. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, what's gonna be next for Moses Itauma? Like people are putting names out there now, like Usyk. Who else? Not a lot of people are putting out there Usyk, thinking that Itauma could beat Usyk. Hrgovic is a name people are putting out there. Big Baby Miller, Jarrell, big talking American. They're talking about him too. Some people's putting out there Michael Hunter. I'll be surprised if I see Moses Itauma in there with Michael Hunter. That I feel like it's very tricky. I feel like that's a fight where find yourself rounds are going. No point in fighting Michael Hunter, man. There's no point in that. But yeah, Michael Hunter, Jarrell Miller, Alexander Usyk, Philip Hrgovic. I've been hearing Kubrat Pulev now, but Kubrat Pulev will just be an old, washed up fighter. Like they'll be picking out like when they picked out Dylan White. I don't want to see no Pulev. But yeah, I think the most likely opponent for Itauma next will probably be Hrgovic, considering he beat Adelaide on the card. And it's just like a natural progression. Like Hrgovic is a solid top 10 heavyweight. Hrgovic himself is trying to get himself on the rostrum, to be fighting for world titles. So if Itauma wants to be, going for world titles, it's people like Hrgovic he needs to be fighting. Not cream, not. I don't even want to call Pulev a cream puff because he was good, a pretty good fighter in his time, from Bulgaria. But Pulev now, Pulev, these guys, their punch resistance is gone. There's the legs. Their legs are looking like old men. Listen, allow it, man. He has to go fight Hrgovic. If he beats Hrgovic, solid win. That'll put him obviously putting him moving forward in the right direction. But if I go through each fight, like people talk each fight one by one about like which one he should take. Like if he takes on Hrgovic, people are talking about Hrgovic is gonna give Itauma rounds. Like Hrgovic is not a guy you put in the conversation of he's gonna give him rounds. Like Hrgovic could beat Moses Itauma. This is not a guy that you just put in there and say he's gonna give Itauma rounds. What the hell is man talking about? This guy Hrgovic chin is I don't understand where you get this kind of chin from. How does God make people? See how this guy got a chin like this? He got cracked how many times by Dilly, and this guy's still there. Just staying on his feet. It's like he's moving like Pinklin Thomas. Can't go down to the canvas. So that fight will be interesting in the sense where if Itama's catching him with the best shots, he's not going down to the canvas. And Hrgovic is a good fighter himself. He's able to, especially good with his counter punching, good levels of punching power himself. I want to see like how most of the time deals with not being able to just blow away a guy that quickly. Just get him out of there like and just hit him and legs is wobbled. Like I want to know how Itauma is gonna deal with that. But is Itauma gonna shock us and then be the first one to just drop Hrgovic? We don't even know. But I feel like in that fight, a lot of questions could potentially be answered about whether like Itama's the real deal. Like I think he's the real deal, but there's the real deal and then there's the real deal. Because the BC looked Daniel Dubois as like the real deal, but then was he the real deal when he fought Usyk? Couldn't get off the canvas. It's just one of those things. Jarrell Miller, they're talking about him maybe fighting Jarrell Miller. Now that is a fight that will sell, mainly because Jarrell Miller is gonna run up his mouth. And again, that would be a good one because Jarrell Miller, durable, similar to Hrgovic, punches like before Dubois could stop him, it took a lot, and Jarrell Miller won't go down. So that would be good to see. Jarrell Miller just be walking forward. It's good. Like I don't know how that fight will just be interesting, man. I need to see like Jarrell Miller. How's he gonna go about that fight? You're gonna be trying to just walk him down. To be fair, there's not even any much point in analysing Jarrell Miller. We all know he's gonna walk forward, apply pressure, try and wear Talma down, block the shots, and then try and break him down, and then take him into deep waters, take him late, like because we don't know how Itauma will be in deep waters. We haven't seen him drop before. We haven't seen him in deep waters. We don't know how he'll respond. Like Daniel Dubois, we would see him like seek and destroy, but then every time he's struggled to like land his own shots, he's taking pressure. Seems to sort of like dissipate a little bit, just fade in fights. Just like it's not. I don't want to say he's feeling sorry for himself, but he's like he doesn't have this bite down on the gum shield and just get through it. Like you see the way Wilder was doing with Tyson Fury, similar to that sort of like or that warrior like you see I would say Dillian White has shown that in the past, and Derek Chisora, even AJ himself as well. Tyson Fury, like we haven't seen that, from Daniel Dubois. So these are questions that there's no such thing as I boxing good and this is heavyweight boxing. You're gonna get you're gonna get dropped. You're gonna get tested. You're gonna get cracked with big shots, and we need to see how Itauma responds to that and the pressure that Jarrell Miller would apply. So good questions will be answered from that fight as well. Pulev, like I did say, no questions is gonna be answered from that fight. He'll put Pulev to sleep. And then you've got Alexander Usyk. I don't think you're ready for Usyk. Your best name on your resume being Dylan White. You're gonna go in there with the Matrix man. Nah, bruh. You've got too much time on your hands. Don't go in there with Usyk now, and then it's like it's straight to the like Usyk is the heavyweight division final boss. Like imagine now. You're playing it. You have to go through the levels, bro. Through the levels. You can't you want to skip and go straight to final boss. The Ukrainian brother is the final boss. You want to go straight there to take him on? Straight. I don't know. Some people think that he can beat the Ukrainian final boss in Usyk. I don't know about beating Usyk right now. I think he should. There's some names he needs to tick off. Pad up that resume. Get some experience in. Then you can fight Usyk. Or maybe Usyk might be gone before he even gets there. Then the belts will be fragmented, and you're more likely to be a world champion. But you never know. It's heavyweight boxing. Usyk is getting older. So Itauma might fancy his chances, but it's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen. What's his name? Next, what's his name? Michael Hunter. Bro, Michael Hunter. To be fair, I don't know what Michael Hunter's been doing. This guy's been inactive, man. He's not fighting. But they said he was going to fight Jarrell Miller. It's not going to happen now on the Canelo Crawford card. So I don't really know what Michael Hunter's doing. Before his hiatus from the heavyweight division, he was performing well. I remember that performance he had against Povetkin. That was a very good fight. But stylistically, if Hunter looks anything like he looked before his hiatus, that would be a tough... It'll be a tough, tricky fight for Itauma because he's just as fast. Like he's got good hand speed. Has Michael Hunter moving up from cruiserweight? He's got good feet. His foot movement is very good. His reading of the fight is good. His boxing IQ is good. I just feel like that's a high risk, low reward fight. And if you go there and lose to Michael Hunter, people's gonna just be like, "Oh, Itauma, you see, he fought someone of note. He took on somebody. He ain't no good. How's he gonna beat Usyk? There's no point of putting him in there with Hunter now. Stylistically, he's more likely to have success. I feel like against Hrgovic, it's a better name, more respected name. Is Hrgovic. Hrgovic has come off some good wins now. He's beat Adelier. Obviously, he lost to Daniel Dubois, but he's beat Joe Joyce. So I think that's a good natural sort of progression. It's a tough fight, but if you want to progress, these are the kind of fights you're gonna have to take. So for me, I feel like Hrgovic is just a natural sort of progression, and and good. A lot of questions will be answered in that fight as well. So, what say you, man? What are you guys telling me? Who should Moses Itauma be fighting next? Be sure to like the video, share the video, drop your comments in the comment section below. Should he fight Hrgovic next, or should he just go straight to the Ukrainian final boss in Usyk, man? So yeah, let's see what happens. Cool.